Hey everyone, happy Wednesday. Yay, we're halfway through the week. And I'm so excited to be able to hop on again and just be able to share our vendor stories and really talking about how our community is just turning the impossible to I'm possible. And I am so excited for today's guest, Anne. Anne is just doing such incredible things, and she's been able to really take something that she struggled with personally and has turned it into something that's not only a business, but it's mission driven and it's there to help other people. And I just want to, bring our vendors on, have them share their stories, also community leaders, and really just have inspiration from one another to be the best that we can be. So, Anne, thank you so much for joining me today. And I'm so excited to see you again. I know I always love all of your fun colors and backgrounds, and I'm a big fan of those glasses. So thanks for hopping on with me. Would you mind sharing a little bit about you and how you're a military spouse and a little bit about life?
Sure. Thank you for having me. It's always fun. And I am color. If you have met me in person, that is me and that is my artwork. My name is Anne Villano. I am a mixed media painter, artist, an Air Force spouse. I'm a mother of two. One's almost 4 and 5.
By the way, when I saw the pictures the other day, they totally look like twins. And for the longest time, I was like, oh my gosh, has Anne not told me that she's a twin mom too?
Oh, I wish. No, about 1.5 years difference. So
and those are called like Irish twins, right? Like when they're like super back to back.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Well, they're adorable.
Yes.
Sorry, I didn't mean to. I'm really good at cutting people off when I get excited. So sorry. Go ahead. Keep going.
Not a problem. So I have obviously 2 kiddos, and I took my mental health struggles, my chronic mental health struggles, and I have found creative purpose for the military community. And through the hardest year of my life, artwork literally saved my life. And I'm not kidding about that. My husband went on tour for a year in Korea, 3 days after our daughter was born. So I was struggling with postpartum depression, what I now know to be a bipolar depressive episode. And I had moved in with my parents. So I was, how you shuffle around when you can to have support any way you can. And so that year, it became very evident the stresses of military life and how they affect me personally, mental health wise. And during that time, the only thing that kept me going was picking up a paintbrush. And from that, I began just creating every day. I voluntarily went into an outpatient program that changed my life. I learned how to work through my symptoms. And then I realized I could combine my 2 passions of advocating for mental health and painting and artwork to help others, especially within the military community where maybe there's not a lot of options. So let's teach coping skills while active so that we can help in the future. And here we are.
And I love to, I remember when we talked last, kind of rewinding back to the beginning of your story, you were kind of struggling with something super similar that I was, being just both career driven and, so used to our lifestyle before going into the military lifestyle of how am I going to be able to truly, hold a career doing something that I love, and how is it going to work into the mix of moving around frequently. And just like you said, I mean, you have kids and sometimes your spouse isn't there, and it's just an ongoing emotional roller coaster. And so to be able to see how you've kind of taken just truly the impossible in your mindset and turned it into something that you've found so much joy out of. And I think what's so incredible about our spousely community is that there's so many businesses that were created through, just that raw, pure passion for wanting to do something to help others. And I would love for you to kind of walk us through. I know the circle drawings behind you have a really powerful meaning and impact. If you want to kind of take us through what that looks like.
I would love to. This is my newest collection, but it's more than that. If you follow my Instagram handle, specifically on my Instagram TV, I offer what's called circle sessions on mental health every other Friday. And it's where I use my coping skill of painting circles, like the ones behind me, to literally cope in the moment with my specific symptoms, my mental health symptoms. So not only do I speak about things like military life, you'll learn my story, but I am getting my MSW, so my Master's of Social Work, and I can tell you why it works neurobiologically.
Yeah.
And essentially what I love about this collection is that it is a visual representation of someone working through mental health symptoms that are usually you cannot see.
Right.
And
the only way is to express it. And it's something that you can't really put into words. And I know we talked about that before too, but just like the power of just the brush and being able to kind of just pull everything out of your head in that moment.
Yes, exactly. And it was the kind of thing that I used to do on my own, but then paint right over. I thought nothing of it. And then after what happened, I realized that this could help other people. This could be a coping skill, and it could be something that you don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to speak about what you're going through, and you can take what's in your head and get it out onto canvas. And it doesn't matter what it looks like. What matters is that you are able to process it in your own way and in a healthy way. Yeah. And I am offering a free circle painting session class
Awesome.
on the 14th of May, if you guys are interested. And you can sign up in my profile as well. I'd love to teach it. It's part of my future creative therapy program, which is what my sales go towards. It's never been about, my artistic clout or becoming, a famous artist. It's truly been about bringing a creative therapy program to the military community, to the military families, and just provide coping skills when we are isolated, because it unfortunately does happen quite frequently.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and it's just amazing that you've been able to kind of stand up in front of all of it and to become this person, because I know, we always talk about like your different nerves and things like that. And it's just amazing because I don't see you like that at all. Like, I just see you as such a powerful person. You're just able to kind of stand in front of your fear. And, many of us struggle with being able to do that. It's hard. It's hard to really take yourself and make that vulnerability into something that you can just be a forefront for helping other people. And you've completely just taken it by storm. I've just continued to watch your journey and just even your confidence and just, being able to help other people, because that's what's so powerful about when you're passionate about what you do. You're able to put your fears to the side and just get out there and do it because it's going to help other people as well. And I'm so grateful that you're part of our Spousely community, because it's just such a community that's filled with so much inspiration. Together, we just uplift one another. And I don't know if you saw, but I ordered a shirt the other day. It was so fun.
I did. Whenever I make a sale, because, it's up and down. It's not a consistent thing yet, and I get that. But whenever I make a sale, I am like, just know I'm happy dancing behind the computer.
No, it's like the best. But that's the best feeling in the world. And you know what, I say that all the time about with even Spousely, it takes time. It takes time to grow something from the ground up. But when your passion is there and you're just able to help so many other people along the way, we do it together. So everything will continue to fall into place. I just know it. I know you have so many exciting things in the works. And I would love for you to share more too. I know we talked about the circles and, how that has been able to express pulling out of your mind different things. What about the artwork as well? In terms of your paintings with, I know you have different animals. Will you share about the giraffe?
Yes. Okay. Oh, that's my favorite, as well as many other people's. And if you supported my store, thank you so much. You really do. It means the world to me. City Gal is actually about my personal journey through art school. While at art school, there was a lot that I had kept from everyone for so long. And yet I was that kind of person that I am a high functioning person, despite what I actually really feel. And I know there's a lot of other people out there. And I appreciate, people telling me, oh, I don't see that in you. And that's kind of the point, is that you can be me. You can
Yeah.
be colorful and happy.
You can do it. Anyone can do it. That's
Yes.
such a great mindset.
Exactly. And I want to kind of shift that mind frame of what mental health symptoms are and who struggles with it, because there is a certain thought that comes into your mind still. And it's not necessarily always like that. And City Gal represents me kind of rising above art school, going off on my own despite when I'm struggling. And in the background, it's actually the Albany skyline, because I went to school in Albany, New York.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah. And it just represents me finally taking that first baby step to truly believing in my dream, which was to sell everything I had and save up and move to Austin, Texas. And I did that. And I can see every part of my journey began there and meant something to where I am now. And that's why when people buy that, I'm really glad I could talk about it, because it is such a personal journey. And I know
it's the start of your journey too. Yeah.
Everyone has felt that way, where they're like, I'm going to do this. At some point, there's been something that people is like, you know what, I know what you're saying to me, and I'm going to do it anyway. And that's what that artwork is about. So
yes. And for anyone who's wondering what we're talking about, you just have to check out Anne's Spousely shop so you can see it. But it's just this incredible giraffe painting that just has so much meaning behind it. And my husband and I were huge fans of giraffes as it is, but just adding that layer of just your story and why there's so much more to it is the real true beauty, I feel like, of all of our small businesses coming together to join one big force, because it's so much more than just shopping. And like you said, it's so much more than just becoming, this artist that's selling all of these paintings and has, all of this income maybe coming in one day from just your artwork. It's about the power behind what you're doing and how you're able to help others continue to rise up and do it together. And I think what you mentioned too is a really good point I wanted to bring up, because we see you and we see this just bubbly and fun and creative person, but that's sometimes the problem, is sometimes we don't really truly see what's going on inside and how that person might be feeling and what they're going through. And I just want to say, thank you for being on the front lines of this and really letting your vulnerability just continue to lead the way and pave the path for so many other people who might be going through that. So I encourage everyone who's joined us today to head over to Anne's Spousely shop. Check her out on Instagram. She's been doing an amazing job on Instagram with her different videos and just information for people to come together. And I know, like you said, you offer free classes. So make sure to check out Anne and everything that she stands for and what she's doing to continue to help so many people in our military community. Anne, is there anything else you'd like to share with us?
Yes, there's one last thing. I will be bringing new products to my Spousely shop at the end of the month. I'm so excited. And the difference is that you will be able to, it'll physically say that I have creative purpose for the military community. So you will be able to rep that, and you will be able to know and remind yourself that, oh, when I purchase this, I'm bringing creative therapy to the military community. And I've been working on, branding for a while now, and I'm so excited it's finally here. And yes, and
can't wait.
Check that out. And I just thank you all for the support. I see you, and I know that it's not always easy. And I know that even if you're, being there and doing your military journey, I know that it's not hard at times, and that I see you guys. So thank you so much for the support. It really means a lot.
I know I say this all the time, but I just wish I could just squeeze everyone in our community, because it's just been the hardest thing, especially from my side, because, launching Spousely right before the pandemic hit and just doing everything virtual and remote. I mean, even for me, it's been such an emotional roller coaster, because when you just are so passionate about helping others and making it a success, you just truly, it's personal. You wear your heart on your sleeve, and I couldn't do it without you guys. And I'm just forever grateful for all of you. And I encourage everyone to check out Anne's amazing shop and just follow her and watch her continue to do so many incredible things. So thank you guys for joining us, and we'll see you next week for another episode of I'm Possible, and can't wait to see you then. Thanks, Anne.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.